This is another lesson of being careful. Homies, my brothers, my ninjas, stay safe out here, dog. Stay safe. I mean, I know I made my mistakes too, but we have to be better. Like, once I make my mistake, I rectify it, bruh. But some of these chicks, we just have to be very cautious in who we're willing to give our seed to, because this can be very detriment to of us being fathers and providers for our children. So be careful. And also, try your best not to cheat. Even though the woman is crazy, she can make it worse just for you to have your... She could just make it worse for you to see your children and make you seem like the bad guy for cheating, because, you know, she already knew you checked out of the relationship and she checked out of the relationship, but yet she's still gonna get mad at you for going out to another woman. Crazy, right? And she's gonna abuse you mentally. Women don't do physical abuse, they do mental abuse. And that's why women think it's crazy when they hear, oh, men, we can't abuse men. Y'all can abuse us mentally all the time. Y'all already mentally abusing, theoretically. One of the biggest stresses of a man's life and depression is that a man can't get a woman. Most men out here can't get a woman. And that's one of the biggest depressions. So yeah, y'all existence alone causes mental strain. That's how deep it get. But we gonna get into these messages between a baby father and a baby mother. Bro says, "Can I see my son?" She says, March 7th, 2022. He asks again the next day, "Can I please see my son?" March 7th, 2002. That's 3 whole months away. I haven't seen him in 6 weeks. Please. For the last freaking time, March 7th, 2002. I'll see you in court. Stop texting me. Depriving her son. Women don't understand that when you're keeping the father away from your son, this is a male you're raising, and you're keeping your son from his male figure that's trying to be a good father to his son. Woman, y'all don't understand that men need to be in a child's life, because men are the structure of discipline. They're the structure of discipline. They're the structure of logic. Because y'all get ruled by y'all emotions, and y'all know this yourselves. Y'all know y'all emotions rule you at times. So therefore, you have to make sure you're somewhat controlling your emotions, but it's hard to. A man, he has to get used to it once he's freaking 14. He has to get used to it. Women, y'all don't have to literally get used to it until y'all hit 18 to 20. And that's when y'all starting y'all training. Our training started 12, 14. Whenever we had our hormones is when we started. That's how deep it gets for us. So for it to start at that young age, we know how to have discipline and know how to take emotions out of stuff and get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest qualities a man's gonna need. Because if he doesn't, he's gonna let his emotions rule over him, and therefore people are gonna get taken advantage of. You'll see women get taken advantage of all the time. It's because of their doggone emotions. They let their emotions rule. They're thinking like, oh, this person's gonna treat me good one day, when that person logically isn't doing it either way right now. That's all I'm trying to say. Hello, Happy New Year. I received a bonus on my check. I have a couple $100 to spare if you need it. When can you bring it by? So now she's willing to talk to him when he has more money to give her. After I get off at 6, can I see Junior as well, please? Yeah, you can see him for an hour. We have things to do later. Okay, I'll call you when I get off work. So he's only allowed, just for an extra couple $100 on top of the child support he's already paying, he gets to see his child for 1 hour. Like, I understand this woman hates this dude. But then you gotta think about it. You decided to have this dude that you so-called hate's child. And you can be like, oh, I didn't hate him at the time when I was having this child. Okay, fair. But that child still is gonna need his father for more than an hour. That child is going to need his father in his life regardless of how the woman feels. That's why co-parenting exists even within broken marriages. It has to happen. Or the children won't be able to function properly when they're older. This is another thing. And since you're unhappy, you have to cause a mental dysfunction. You know, freaking not having your father in your life can cause PTSD. It can be a traumatic situation and we need to start considering it like that. Because with these boys not having their father in their life, they take things too serious to where it hits in their brain to where it's just traumatizing to them. Whatever they took seriously. You know what I'm saying? Definitely if they feel that their father has abandoned them, that's a huge traumatic situation. And the woman's just allowing that person to believe that just because he cheat. Just because he put his dingling in another chick, etc. you. That's crazy. You're gonna ruin your own son's life because you're unhappy of another man's decision. This is exactly why women they can't really raise children to be responsible, because they make irresponsible moves like this and thinking that their child is gonna be fine without their father. That's the reason why the world is all jacked up right now. It's because the daughters don't have their fathers and the sons don't have their fathers. There's no discipline, there's no structure, there's no logic. Everybody's thinking out here they can become millionaires. When if every man was in their household, bro, every man would put them in there like, that's not likely. It's possible, but it's not likely. What's likely is that you'll get a good paying job to take care of yourself. But it's not likely that you become a famous person on the internet, a famous celebrity, athlete. It's not highly likely. It's not. And men can bring their children to that reality. Their sons and their daughters. And their sons definitely need it. Because women, of course, they're going to get offers left and right. So they're not going to feel like, oh, this will never run out. But men, they never get offers in the beginning. So if they already in delusion, it's already going to be worse for that man's life. And he may end up taking his life. Because he's not dealing with things logically. And the woman, they are there to make sure everything isn't so like, oh, we got to get things done. The woman's there to make sure everything is fun. Everything is fine. Everything's fun. Everything's cool. You can relax. You know what I'm saying? The woman helps you calm down and makes you remember to enjoy life. The man is there to make sure you take life seriously. The woman's there to make sure you enjoy life. Let me say that again. The man's there to make sure you take life seriously. The woman's there to make sure you enjoy life. That's why she stops you from crying. That's why she always tries to make sure you're smiling and everything as you're a baby, because she wants to make sure you enjoy life. And she usually does that to her husband as well, because the dude always works, because he has to take care of things in reality. The woman comes back and lets him know that, hey, let's have some fun. Enjoy life. And a man that understands those two balances is very powerful. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, it's very easy for us to stay in making sure we stay in reality, make sure we get things done. For men, it is easier for women to just enjoy themselves. And that's why when we get into the enjoyment part of our lives, we get very, very depressed sometimes. Some women know how to balance it too, but those women are rare, just like those men are rare. That's why we complement each other. That's why we need each other. Period. Hope y'all enjoy the video. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.
Yeah. Yeah. Kingdom grind. We don't want no dime.